Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Geraldine, and it's actually quite late. It's like after 11 o'clock p.m. at night. So I am quite tired, and I've had a little bit of a rough afternoon. I think I may have actually drunk too much water, which might seem a little bit odd, but I think I may have flushed too many minerals and everything out of my body and flushed too much stuff out. So, and I had some electrolytes earlier and they really helped. So other than that though, I'm still noticing an increase in my energy. It's balancing out a little bit more, so I'm not quite so hyper, which is a good thing. I seem to be sleeping much better since I started the silent night. I was looking at the graphs on my watch, because my watch actually tracks my sleeping. And it appeared to be indicating that I was not waking up as often through the night, and that I was getting into more mental health recovery type sleeping, if I was reading it correctly. I'm going to look back at that in a little bit, so I'll do that at the end of the video. My heart rate seems to be having a few more extremes, so it seems to be getting a lot lower during the day, as well as when I'm exercising it gets up a little bit higher. But that could also be because I'm actually exercising more, so I'm doing more of an aerobic exercise, so that could be what's putting the heart rate up a bit. I haven't noticed any improvements in my eyesight or the double vision. I have noticed that I've got a lot more achy joints, but in all fairness to that, I don't think that's got anything to do with the patches. I think that is because I ran out of antioxidants that I've been taking from Modere, which is a third generation antioxidant that has like turmeric, curcuminoids, black pepper, grapeseed extract, and a few other really powerful antioxidants. And I used to take 2 of those morning and night, and they would keep the inflammation levels in my body at a manageable rate. And I ran out. And the company that I get them from, who have not run out ever before in like 20 years, no, well, the 20 years I've been with them, they're not going to have it back in until August. So I'm a bit stressed about that, which isn't going to be helping my inflammation levels at all. So the achy joints and the inflammation that I'm getting, I think, is because I ran out of antioxidant, not because of anything that the patches are doing. I'm kind of hopeful that the patch might actually help in time. And after I've been using the X39 on its own for a couple of months, I'm probably going to try one of the pain patches that LifeWave does as well. Although technically I'm not just doing the X39, I've got the Silent Night patches as well. Anyway, so other than that, I have actually noticed my energy has still been really pretty good. And you may have noticed that I'm actually putting videos up again. I've been out doing stuff with my chickens, I've been doing stuff with the goats, I've been doing stuff with the aquaponics. Not as much as I want to be, but a huge improvement on what I was doing. So that is really huge. So really pleased about that. I'm hoping to be able to maintain that and start increasing it as my stamina and capacity increases. Hopefully. So yeah, I have also noticed that my skin has been drying out a little bit more, but again, I don't think that's because of the X39. I haven't been taking my krill tablets as much as I should be, because I ran out and forgot to order more, so I need to do something about that. That could also be impacting my joints as well. Actually, it would be impacting my joints. Although normally when I don't take my krill, I get a lot of brain fog. And I'm not getting that at the moment. At least, definitely not to the extent I used to. So that would definitely be a positive from the X39. So I'm not having as much brain fog, which is fairly significant. Obviously, time will tell as to how that goes in the future. I'm going to start putting a pinch of salt in my water again like I used to, just to help keep my electrolytes right. Because I think I may be flushing out too much and having too much water to drink, because I think I'm somewhere between 4 to 6 litres of water a day, which is not great. I have got an extra weight on, so I do need to have more than 2 litres of water, but 4 to 6 litres is too much. So I think that might be what's caused my problem earlier. My GP is wanting to do put a halter top on me to monitor my heart rate for 24 hours, but that's partially the Graves, and she's just wanting to get to know my system a bit better because it's a brand new GP. What else? I think that's basically it. So I will possibly be doing another update with Mum to see how she's gone now that she's been on it for, I think it's 14 days now. I've done 14 days today. Mum will have the 14 days tomorrow. So I'll do an update on her too. I've noticed some pretty significant improvements with her, I think. So I'm really, really quite pleased with the progress that both of us are making. And I'm getting some blood tests taken soon too, just to see how the bloods are going. And I get to see my clinical nutritionist tomorrow. So he's going to do a live blood analysis. So it'll be interesting to see how my live blood analysis comes up. So, but I'll give you all a update on that when that happens. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and type in the comments what your experience with X39 is, if you've had any. And if you do want some more information, I will leave links below. Some general information, you can go to www.startx39.com. I will leave that link below. And I'll also leave my affiliate link if you are wanting to actually start the journey with me and try to see how it's going to help you too. So yes, can't say I've had any major miracles yet, but I've only been taking them for 14 days, and it says to give it a month for every decade you've been alive. So I've still got another 4.5 months before I go, yeah, it's not really doing enough. And honestly, the extra energy it's giving me, it's already well worthwhile from my perspective, if the energy maintains. So, but time will tell, and I'll keep you I'll definitely keep you guys updated along in my journey. But I'll leave my affiliate link if you're interested in trying the patches. Click on I think it's www.lifewave.com/Gerowen. That link will be below, and just click the join button up the top and decide which pack you want to start with. I decided to start with gold because it gave me 5 months supply of the X39 and 1 sleeve of the Silent Night. Mum has registered on a silver pack, which I think has given her 6 packs. It's counted as 6 sleeves of patches, but it's actually, there are the regular ones, and the X39's the 2 patches, so it's actually 3 months supply of the X39 patch. So she's on a slightly smaller package than I am, but that was where she decided to choose to start with. And the silver level is a good level to start with if you're just wanting to give it a try for a couple of months and see how you go. And I mean, the other reason I chose the gold one was because it brought the price per patch down. So yeah, it says when you sign up when you join with the gold package, that you get 11 patch value. So that's 5 months of the X39 and 1 patch of Silent Night. But if you decide you want to join or anything like that, please email me, and I'm happy to walk you through and go through all that sort of stuff anyway. Anyway, I hope you've found this interesting, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on how my journey is going, and I will catch you in the comment section. And remember, you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting, and I'll catch you soon. Bless you. Okay, so for a bit of an indication, this is my sleep app. So this is monitoring off my watch. And I started the X39 patches on the 12th of June. And that time at the beginning of the month, I was sleeping for very long hours, like up to 10 hours plus a day. Now I'm sleeping much less. So yeah, it was not uncommon for me to have 11.5 hours was not uncommon. So yeah, it's been monitoring my sleep for quite a significant amount of time. So this is the last 31 days. That's my sleep time. My sleep scores have significantly improved in the last 7 days. So I started the Silent Night patches on the 12th of June, I think it was. So it hasn't been a complete increase, but that's also been affected by the amount of sleep I've been getting. But my sleep score has significantly improved, with a lot more days over 85 than under 85, which is a huge improvement on what it was 12 months ago, when the normal sleep score was really quite poor, and sleep time was really very high. So sleep time in the last 7 days has been mostly under 8 hours, and the sleep scores have all been, well, not all of them, but most of them have been above the, looks like they're at least above 80. I've had one day at 75. But yeah, so that's it. To me, it's a huge improvement. I'm not as tired when I'm waking up either, so I'm sleeping better. The app also monitors the mental clarity and mental recovery and physical recovery side of things. So that's really interesting. The other thing, I know that, like, back around the 1st of June, I think it was, I would have large gaps here where I was awake. So these big sections of orange are actually spots where I was waking up through the night and not getting a lot of deep sleep at all. There's still a lot of things I can do to improve my sleep, like specifically being more consistent. So there's still few wake-ups there. And I really should be up in those last 3 hours. I really don't need to be awake still. But if I went to bed at more consistent times, it would probably improve my sleeping even more. But I'm definitely sleeping heaps better. Not waking up as often. Getting more deep sleep. So yeah. But I really do need to start getting to bed a lot earlier than I have been, and I need to get up earlier. But yeah, so yeah, that's a bit of I hope that's given a bit of an idea on how my sleep has improved. I believe it's improved anyway, so I'm sleeping less, waking up more refreshed, and my sleep score has improved. So that's been over the last 14 days. I've been using the X39 patch for 14 days and the Silent Night patch now for 7 days. So yeah, so I'm quite pleased and honestly quite surprised. It's nice to have some of these actual numbers to actually back up what I've been feeling. So yes, my heart rate's a little bit interesting. So that's a different story again. Where's the... There it is, sorry. So my heart rate's had a fairly large swings yesterday, but I was physically active late in the afternoon when I was at the 128, but I was also feeling really dreadful, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. I need to keep a bit of an eye on that and see what's going on. I may need to stop my beta blocker, but my doctor's investigating that. Most of these peaks will be around when I was actually doing physical exercise, so yes. It's a bit erratic, so it's going to be interesting to see how these numbers actually change over the course of the time that I'm using the X39. So this is the variability over the last 7 days. That's the variability over the last 31 days. Ooh, big spikes there. Last 12 months. So lots of variations there. But I stopped taking the carbimazole for my thyroid, for the Graves' disease in December. So that's when, I decreased the propanadol in December too. So that's why these big spikes have started. And December was also when I started doing exercise as well. So not sure what was going on to get up to 195. That's not real great. Anyway, something interesting to keep an eye on. But my doctor's going to be putting a Holter monitor on me soon. So the resting heart rate I'm not going to really take too much consideration of, because it thinks I'm resting when I'm on the treadmill, because it's not noticing my actual movement. So it doesn't actually register my steps on the treadmill. It does track it on the movement side of things, but yeah. Anyway, so that's the update. I hope you found that interesting and it's been helpful. And remember to subscribe to the channel to keep up with how I go with this journey. Bless you.